What is up, guys? It's Dirty Boot Sports, and we're back here with our first interview. We've got Kelton Moss, UTEP D tackle, Jonesboro Hodge legend. Right.
Stop.
So we got me, Clay, we got Bill, we got Chance, and we have Peyton. Colin, Rayleigh are out tonight. They got busy weeks ahead, all-star tournaments, stuff like that's going on. We got some questions for Kelton. A lot of y'all probably know most of the stuff about him, but we're going to kind of dive into what it's like being a D1 college athlete, pretty much.
And then at the end, we're going to wrap it up with a dirty five from Kelton of the top 5 NFL defensive linemen.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear that. I think we all know number one. So we all going to know that.
Number one should be a given for everybody.
And Kelton, you got to know too, our man Bill over here, he thought we were doing all-time D lineman, and he had a list of names that none of us would know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
I've got people from the 60s and stuff.
Great list. Some of them can still play.
You think?
Yeah. With that HGH.
Some of them probably aren't alive, but yeah. All right, so let's start off with the first question.
Yeah, I don't have the questions pulled up.
Go ahead.
So yeah, just our first thing. What is it like being a college athlete? Like, what's the day-to-day, I guess, schedule that you go through? Like,
well, we just got to finish working with summer workouts, so I can just give y'all like my week how that goes.
Yeah.
So Monday, I got my alarm set for 5 a.m. We got 6 a.m. runs. Every day we run and lift. So on Mondays and Fridays, we run early in the morning at 6. Then we lift right after. Tuesdays and Thursdays, because we get Wednesday off. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we lift early in the morning. Then we go back and run in the heat like at 2 o'clock, 3:30, depends on offense, defense, depends on the day. And that's basically how for the summer, it's a true grind every day. You really don't want to do nothing. And we got meetings. It's really a lot, but like I love it, you feel me? It's what I signed up for.
Yeah, for sure. So
what about during the season? Like, what's your day-to-day life like with class, practice, travel day, stuff like that?
Well, because it changed because this is going on my 3rd year here at UTEP, but it changed from my 1st and 2nd year. So my 1st year, we'd practice early in the morning, and then they have our classes set after practice.
Yeah. So
then last year, some people had early classes, and some people had to miss practice, but missing no practice, you feel me? So, but it just fluctuates, and it's different for everybody else.
yeah, for sure.
And then with hella meetings, all day. We about to go into fall camp. You know how that is. You go in, sun up, you ain't gonna lead to sundown, then it's a repeating process.
Yes, I just saw your photo shoot y'all had going on. What was all that?
It was. Honestly, I don't even know what that was because I really wasn't feeling it, but I was there because they wanted me to show up.
Yeah.
But really just one that they want us to just show our face, and they wanted to have a little video shoot and stuff like that. So I just showed up. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
So what was it like I guess, what's the recruiting process? None of us got recruited really.
how did you end up at UTEP, basically?
No, yeah, we do have Peyton over here with golf. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a college athlete right here.
Shout out. But really, all right. Well, coming from Jonesboro, you know how it was. We not a very big school, so coaches already question like your lack of play. You feel me? But I felt like I was dominant. But
you were dominant.
God, yeah.
I had yes offers coming out of high school. I felt like my name wasn't pushed out as much as it should have been, but that's everywhere. I mean, that's everybody that came through Jonesboro. You feel me? But so I decided to go the junior college route, and how I got that, nobody helped me get that. Trayvon Callahan, shout out to him because he told me about Kilgore, and so I went on Twitter. I follow Keith Brown, and that's my D-line coach that was at Kilgore. And I sent him my film, and he liked me. So I went to Kilgore because I wanted to get re-recruited and go FBS because that was always my dream, you know. And so I did that. After my first year, I was going to leave and still go FCS because I was tired of JUCO. It was like JUCO is not meant for everybody. But, like, I knew my teammates and Coach Brown, he was like, hey, man, because, like, I had a good season. I had, like, 55 tackles, like 4-5 sacks, you know, good bit of pressures. And I didn't even get, like, no teams. Like, I didn't get first team, second team, none of that. So, came back my second year, got All-American.
Heck yeah, you did.
Yeah, got All-American.
And you also got a pick.
Yeah, you got to pick in the bowl game, right?
Yeah. Well, we ain't going to talk about all the stats now. But,
Too many.
yeah, went All-American. But even after that, my recruiting process, it still wasn't jumping as I thought it should be. You know, colleges was coming in and out. They'd say, oh, yeah, we'll get back to you. But I really wasn't hearing from too many people. So I kind of went to a dark place. I haven't told nobody this, like really out loud. But I kind of went to a dark place because I felt like my dreams was over, or I just wasn't as good as I thought I was, you know?
Yeah.
So I started missing class and stuff like that. And so all of a sudden, I got Charlotte. They came up to the school, and they wasn't even there for me. They was there for my homeboy Said, and Said he was blowing up and stuff like that. So my coach, as the Charlotte coach was leaving, my Coach Brown, he was like, hey, you need to check out this guy right here. You know, so he sent him my film, and I was just sitting in my room chilling, and my Coach Brown called me. He was like, hey, somebody should be calling you soon, so pick up your phone. And Charlotte coach called. He was like, hey, man, we love your film. We would love to offer you. And it started from that. And so that was like my first FBS offer and stuff like that. And then, you know, after you get one, everything else start falling
Yeah.
off. And how I ended up at UTEP is I wanted to go somewhere I can be an impact and be able to help change the program, you know?
And you've done that for sure.
Yeah, so Coach Wally, he came up here. That's my D-line coach here at UTEP. He came up to Kilgore to see me. He offered me and then said, do you want to come on a visit? And after that, everything else is history.
Go back to your high school days, Kelton. I'm a big geek when it comes to high school recruiting. I follow a lot of football recruiting. If I feel like, and I don't know, it might have changed since you've been out, but I feel like now these days, did you go to a lot of summer camps when you were in high school at different schools?
Yeah, actually, my man Chris,
Christopher Kohler.
Yeah.
Chris Kohler, he helped me. He tried to put me on the map as much as he could. He was finding all the camps. He was getting me training. Like, you know, he really took care of me. And I was going to camps. I was showing out and stuff like that. But it just seemed like nothing ever to work in my favor.
Right.
Like the Bama camp, I showed out in front of Nick Saban. It was just a lot of stuff, you know.
Because I feel like now, man, they actually focus, seems like, more on those camps than they do your high school games and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I guess it's because they can get their hands on you and make you do drills that they want to see, you know, more than just playing.
Yeah, they see a project.
Exactly.
They
that's
want to
right.
build from it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and nobody's going to send in bad film.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's hard for you to have bad film. You have like what 130 tackles at your senior year
as a defensive tackle.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Playing both ways, leading us to the quarters.
Heck yeah.
What a time.
Yeah.
Crazy time.
So, you know, the Kilgore to UTEP, it's almost like there's been a pipeline going there. Y'all get 2 or 3 players from there every year. So what's happened with that? You've kind of been the start of that. You and Jadrian, right?
Nah, actually, people, I love to take that credit, but I can't. I don't know if you know this guy, but his name was, well, y'all know him from UTEP, Davion Enyang. We call him 10.
Yeah, linebacker.
That his name is 10, but not number 10. He is number 5 for. He's the safety, right here in safety. Yeah. But he was there my freshman year at Kilgore, and he was the first one to go to UTEP from Kilgore. Okay. And he was telling me about UTEP and all that stuff. And this was back in my recruiting process and stuff like that. So he was the first UTEP person And then came me and JT, me and Jadrian.
Yeah, and y'all have added a couple more since you've been there, right?
Yep, we had an O lineman that came as well. He was All-American my year. I was All-American. His name's Stephen Hubbard.
Yeah, big guy.
We had somebody else named Darter Lee, and we had got one more recently named Mo Westmore, and he's a good D for us. Yeah, very good pass rusher.
Yeah, so you went to UTEP. They were a program that were 2-34 the past 3 years, and then you come in and you come in. Y'all go 3-5 during the COVID year. Had probably 5 games canceled because of COVID. It was ridiculous. You didn't play for like a whole freaking month, and then last year 7-6, winning season, bowl game. Just tell us about that. Like, how did that feel being in that city as it's on a thriving?
I mean, the uprising is great, but I never get complacent because I always want more. And a lot of people are happy off this season we just had, but I'm really not. Like, I just still want. It's a lot of games I feel like we could have finished. We should have always started and things like that. And so just really just seeing us coming up on the uprise, that's the good part. The town, they're more aware that UTEP is on the map now because for our first game we got over 35,000 tickets sold already.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be big the first game.
Y'all got North Texas first too, so it's not like it's University of Texas coming or something like that.
Yeah,
it's still just like about y'all's level of Conference USA school. So that tells you the fans are probably buying in now.
Yep, exactly. So just really being here and just seeing everything evolve, like I'm very happy. It makes me more content and very like satisfied with my decision I made to come here.
Yeah, and so after last year, the transfer portal's been a big deal in college football. But your whole defense, y'all kept I think 8 starters, right? And I know the entire D line came back. What was the decision to do all that? Like, did y'all just have that much of a bond? Y'all want to say let's run it back one more time, or what?
Really, you could say that, but it was like a lot of people don't know that was our first year in that defense. We got a new defensive coordinator. Shout out to Coach Peeve, holding it down for us. But he that was like we really love playing for him. You know what I mean? And he make everybody feel love. He don't treat starters and people that don't play differently at all. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's the same type of love. He'll do anything for you, give you a shirt off your back, and we really bought into his system. And so just it was really a blessing that we didn't have that many seniors and all of us coming back. So we really gonna do like a lot of people don't expect us to, but we really gonna like blow up this year. I'm already telling y'all.
Yeah, I mean, second best defense in the CUSA last year, I believe, and yeah, that D line, y'all are ridiculous, man, and y'all are too deep most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going into the defensive coordinator, Coach, what is his last name? Pavito. Yeah. So he was a LSU guy from 07 or around that time when the championship happened. Then he came back in like 2014, was a linebackers coach. Peyton knows the name. So yeah,
was not a fan, Kelton. Was not a fan, man.
I made a face. I'm like, what do you think about him?
I was glad to see him go away from the purple and gold, man. but I mean, he got in a role I felt like he wasn't ready for when he was at LSU, in my opinion. So he was a good special teams coach and a good recruiter. I've heard a lot of great things, actually, him being a recruiter. But I mean, some people sometimes find their way, and it sounds like he definitely found his way there and is doing well for y'all, man.
The results speak for themselves.
Absolutely. Does he got any cool LSU stories he's told you, being a Louisiana boy?
I'd rather not share those. Yeah.
So that would be yes.
Yeah. Got some now. Yeah.
I bet he does. He had some good defensive players when he was down there for sure.
Yeah. He coached Glenn Dorsey then.
He was on the 07 team.
Yeah,
Glenn Dorsey championship team. Yeah.
Ooh, and Tyson Jackson around that time.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet he probably looks at you like Glenn Dorsey, built and size wise.
Got that motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you've gotten to play at some awesome places while at UTEP. You got to go to freaking Boise State, play on the blue turf. What was that like?
Man, it was like I to get there a day before usually, and I remember just playing NCAA with my brother in the living room on the PlayStation, on the PlayStation 2, and he was like, "Bro, I just always wanna play on that field."
Yeah.
And when last year when they said we're gonna play boys and we go there, I was like, no, like for real. I was like, they still got that blue field, right? It was like, yeah. You know, we get off the plane, like I'm really like I'm in my seat, like I'm ready to get off the bus, like I'm ready to go, like so I get on the field, like I couldn't believe it, like I'm there touching it with my hand, like damn near making snow angels, just crazy because just coming from Jonesboro, a lot of people don't make it out and just see that. You feel me? So I just, with me playing football at a D1 level, I just try to take it in each and every day. You know.
What color jerseys y'all wear for that game?
I think we wore white.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said I couldn't wear orange. I'd be looking like Boise out there with that blue grass and.
And so you've also gotten to play. You went to the University of Texas last year, right? Or was that the year before?
Yeah. That's COVID year. That's 2020.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that was his
so
first
no
year.
fans?
What's up?
Was there fans for that game?
There was quite a bit, but I know it could have been way more. A lot of people was very cautious that 2020 year.
Right. No doubt. Yeah.
But you'll get to see.
You still felt the crowd presence though. We had one kid. Oh my God! Like when I tell you the best shit talker ever, like
Really?
he was so good, bro.
Was
Yes,
it the Cosme
and his
guy?
dad was like, "You said what?"
Was it Cosme?
I don't even know.
Because he just got drafted to the NFL second round. He was a tackle for Texas.
Oh, shout out to him then. But nah.
You'll get to go to Oklahoma this year, and that'll probably be
rocking.
that'll be a crazy experience right there.
Yeah,
and that'll be on Big Fox. It'll be on the actual Fox network at like I think 2:30 in the afternoon. That's gonna be an awesome game to see for sure.
And they're kind of known. They're kind of known to put out that offensive lineman in the NFL. So if you destroy them,
money game right there. I'm already locked in. That's my money game right there. I got
exactly right.
That's how you get to
That's
the NFL.
it. That's exactly right, man.
For sure.
See, we're on the same page. I'm already locked in. You know.
Hey, back to Texas. I believe they had like a controversy about their visitors' locker room being super hot. Am I imagining that?
No, yeah, they got.
Was their locker room like super hot?
Oh yeah, they kind of put us in the shithole, but it was hot. Everybody's like I can't even like put my pads on without bumping to nobody. You feel me? We was all up on each other, but it's all good.
Most expensive, biggest name school in the country.
Yeah,
and they can't give you a bigger locker room.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I'll do the same, but it's like their players, they players not worrying about that. You feel me?
Yeah.
No.
So it's cool. It's whatever.
So what about some NFL guys? You know, UTEP, they've got Aaron Jones, one of the best running backs in the NFL. Will Hernandez, he's a guard that's up there. There's a couple guys, I think, like Nick Needham, he's on the Dolphins. Have any of them guys come back to UTEP and, just hung around with y'all?
Well, Aaron Jones, he always come back, show love. I seen Will a lot. I chopped it up with Will. I actually worked out with Aaron Jones. Nick, I seen him once, and he came our last spring game. But they always come back and show love. Like, one thing I love about them guys is they don't feel like they're above anybody. You know, like they don't let their title get to them, like, because they know they was once in our shoes.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, they're pretty cool guys. They'll do anything for you, on and off the map,
Yeah, that's got to be cool just to be around guys that you see on TV on Sundays, and they did it. Why can't I?
Literally,
Aaron,
you got motivation each and every day.
Yeah.
Like, why can't it be?
Does Aaron Jones ever mention anything about Aaron Rodgers?
Nah, he really don't talk too much about like only thing like. One thing he told me, he was like, when I first seen him, I was like, because I was expecting him to be bigger. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you know how everybody look on. I was like, damn, bro, small as hell. And he was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, they got D lineman, like that's barely bigger than me, like stuff like that. He was like if I can do it, you can do it. It's just a lot of like I just take in what they be trying to tell me, soak it all in. and
Yeah,
just
right.
seeing it.
So y'all got any questions y'all want to ask?
This year, I remember like the games I watched last year. You would play the first 2 downs, and then when we got the 3rd down, they'd pull you out for some ungodly known reason. Is he going to keep that same type of rotation this year?
Keep it up, man.
I mean, they felt like they was doing whatever was best for the team at times.
Yeah.
But I try not to think about that. But
you are starting, right?
Come on now. That's
I had to. You know I had to.
Didn't have to. Nah, but we all know I'm starting already. But
Number 7.
hopefully not. We've been talking more about in 3rd down situations, keeping 4 on the field. You know, it helps more pressure, stuff like that. Get the ball out of the quarterback hand faster instead of 3-man. Because I feel like I'm way more like helpful on the field than off the field.
Yeah. You're more versatile than I think they give you credit for.
Oh, that's all good.
They don't know you ran the ball in junior high, man. Come on.
I be telling the running back coach, I said, hey, we get to that goal line, can't get in, throw me back there.
There you go.
Hey, your number's okay. You got a single digit on you. You can play back there.
Man, like, I've been thinking about this now.
You won't go down.
I got a question, Kelton, over on just the overall landscape of college football right now, man. What's your opinion with all these conferences that are growing and schools jumping from other conferences and stuff? Do you feel like that it's changing for the good, or and another kind of to go off of that, the group of 5, do you think they should have their own national championship and then let the Power 5 have theirs?
That's a good question, actually. Do I feel like it's changing for the better? Yeah. It's because it's some teams that like the group of 5 teams, like they beat up on a lot of schools. So like for them like to go to like the Big 10 and like the 12 and all that, or a lot of schools they're like going down because you know they get beat up on a lot, stuff like that. So it's going in the right direction. And you said, do I feel like the Group 5 and the Power 5 should have their own championship?
Right.
I mean, not necessarily, but like I don't feel like it like really affect anything. Like I really don't know too much about that part right there, though.
Yeah.
And UTEP, they're staying course. They're gonna stick it out in the CUSA. Try to, I guess, whatever they, because a lot of teams are leaving.
They chip already, you know what I mean? Just take it year by year. You feel me?
Yeah.
How weird was it playing at Tech a couple years ago?
Man, actually, it wasn't weird at all. It felt home because I knew I have like you guys there to support me. Actually, my family, like real family that was there like to see me. So it really felt like a home game to me, honestly.
And you'll get to see that again October 8th. That's gonna be exciting.
Like for my senior year, I get to do that. That's great.
And I'll be there. I promise you that.
You're not gonna give us a shoulder, huh? Big time us and just walk by us.
Hey, Clay and Chance, they know I never do that.
Never.
Oh, but me, you will. Okay, I got you. We're good.
Hey, man, his first year, whenever they came to ULM, they had to drag him away from us and like Christopher, Melissa, and all them.
That's awesome.
The big deal, his mama, everybody like that. So he's going to take out time for us, man. I promise you.
So you were one of the what was that popping up?
Oh, we got 10 minutes left.
Huh, we'll get it done. So you went from J Hodge, ended up going D1. Now the past years we've got Mosey that's doing it now. He's at Tech. Xavier, he's making freaking national headlines dang near. So what do you think about all that? Have you talked to them any or anything? Or
actually, because I feel like you know how a lot of people is once your name started ringing and stuff like that, they try to Roger Littell, but I always talk to the young guys. They always ask me for information on how to do this and things like that because I really got a good relationship with those guys.
Yeah.
You know,
that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome to see you and Mosey on the same field, pretty much like that.
Y'all gonna have to get a picture together if he's dressed out and not redshirt or anything.
That's already in the plans.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's gotta happen.
Yep.
So Rayleigh, he's not here with us. He asked what are some tips for kids that are listening? What would be some tips you would give them on how to make it to the next level?
I really say just never give up on your dream, man. And a lot of people gonna tell you can do this and do that, but it all starts with you. You feel me? And just really consistency, staying true to yourself. And I really just say that consistency, staying true to yourself, and just don't let the outsiders really get into your head. Just really staying headstrong and having your mental really strong.
I'm gonna go back to recruiting right quick for a second. Do you, like, when you're recruiting process, did you talk to the head coach any, or was it just more your position coach, or different coaches that were assigned for your area?
That's a good question.
It's more assigned for your area.
Okay.
Well, how it was for me.
Yeah.
Like usually in the recruiting process, unless you like really like that guy, and you know how me coming from Jonesboro like that, like your name's not on the radar. But unless you're really that guy and everybody knows you already, then that's when you talk to you. What the hell? That's when you talk. Hey, that's when you talk to the head coach. But usually you talk to people that like are in your area.
Okay.
I want to ask before we get to your dirty five, do you have a person or a couple people that stick out as like the toughest people you've gone against?
I wanted you to ask that.
Nah, I'm sorry.
So there's nobody that
Nobody that presents a challenge.
Nah.
I like that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, you got to have the confidence.
I mean, he demanded a double team every game I watched. So.
Oh, yeah. You take two people every play.
I know you guys probably don't care anything, but I'm out of the 300s now. I'm 295. Way faster. Got stronger this week.
295 now.
Yeah, I'm 295.
Almost even more.
Yeah,
What do they want you playing at?
They wanted me at 300.
Yeah,
but like during the summer, I'll probably be 300 during the season. Honestly,
yeah.
But during the summer, like
you're sweating on them more right now. That's right.
So, do you want to give off your dirty five of your top 5 NFL D linemen right now?
Yeah, well, Aaron Donald for sure.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna do all-time 5 though. It's like for me though.
Whatever you want to give us, give it.
Okay, well, Aaron Donald for sure. JJ Watt, I love him. I don't care what he's doing. I'm always gonna love him and respect his game. A new guy I've really been watching a lot is Kenny Clark for the Packers. I love his game, how he played the run. Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And Vince Wilfork, and that's my top 5 right there.
Ooh, Vince Wilfork.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
I knew I'd get some. I know I get a little reaction out of y'all.
Yeah.
I'll send you some overalls so you can wear them like he did that time.
Yeah. He'll do it.
Yeah.
No love for the Saint Cam Jordan.
I mean, he's a good player, but I really don't watch ends that much. Honestly,
That's true.
That's true.
And you weren't really much of a Saints guy growing up. You were more like, I know Dayon was a Raiders guy, right? Did you like the Raiders too, or?
Nah, I was the Texans, and that's who
Okay, yeah.
JJ Watt, and I love him. Arian Foster, Andre Johnson, Brian Cushion. I really love that team.
Bloody nose and everything.
Yeah.
The real guys.
Yeah. I think this went really well. I think that's about all we're gonna do for this one.
We got to upgrade our subscription to Zoom.
Yeah, what's happening with that. We're definitely gonna have you back though, probably before the season, and let you give us a little rundown of what's gonna happen.
And we'll make sure we get that Dirty Boot Sports swag to you.
Gotta get it out
before
Absolutely.
October.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Really, anytime, I'm just a call away, Clay.
Yeah, for sure.
Family. And y'all boys, I really see y'all putting on with the podcast. I like that.
We're having fun, man.
Yeah, I can tell, man.
All right.
Appreciate it, boy.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man. Y'all enjoy your day.
All right.
Thanks.